this is not the end. There it is, this city. Built by your hand, where tears are finished and pain won't stand. There is a city ahead where rest is real. No door promises, only what you see. Oh, there is a city prepared for me. Gospel reggae worship helps me believe. There is a city bright and true. There is a city here we walk through shadows. Here we had insights, but none of these trials can dim eternal scars. We don't lose heart in waiting or fear the final breath. For life doesn't end in silence, it begins beyond death. There is a city where hope is whole. Christian reggae worship restores my soul. There is a city when love won't fade. There is a city you made. If you're tired, we have hope. If you're weary, we can hold on. City I made, a home with you, eternal life, pure and true. When this race is finally run, we will rest in the sun. There is a city ahead by your grace. Christian reggae worship keeps my faith. There is a city ahead where I'll stand face to face in the promised land. There is a city. Every question, every tear will finally rest. Hey, when we see him face to face, every fear will fade away. All the waiting, all the pain will bow before his grace. When we see him face to face, faith will turn to perfect sight. Every shadow will be gone, lost forever in when we see him face to face. By his grace, Christian reggae worship finds its place. When we see him face to face, we will know every promise was true. Face to face. When the rhyming is done, every tear wiped to in the presence of a son. There is rest after the race. No more striving for breath. Only peace that lasts forever. Beyond life and death. Rest now, you my home. Gospel reggae worship softly flows. Rest now, sacred and free. Rest forever with a king. Here we carry heavy loads. Here we serve through pain, but not one faithful moment was suffered in them. Every night, separate thoughts of the unseen stand. If remembered by the word, for now, hold our head, rest now, by His grace. Christian reggae worship sows our praise. Rest now, heart peace forever in His peace. Think you're tired? If you're tired, rest is here. If you're weary, peace is here. Rest in Him. Ain't no other place to grace. Hold us now, and the race is finally done. We will rest in the sun. There's rest after the race. Why is grace? Listen, really worship finds its place. There is rest after the rain. Now we see, we are glory. Faithfully, rest now.
Let's pause some music for a little bit, and I want to give out some shout outs. Some people who have been to this show before.
The joy that never ends, not built on days that come and go.
I consider this as people who are some of my supporters being able to come out and be part of the show. It's not always a joke. Not everybody wants to be in the front of the camera. So I want to give a shout out to the first people who appeared in my very first podcast recording, and that is Salia. She is from the Congo, and Michaela from Burkina Faso. So shout out to those two ladies who showed up to my show and with a lot of courage had a good discussion. So shout out to both of them.
Not touched by sorrow, loss, or pain. A joy that blooms in heaven's light, where every tear is wiped away. Joy forever, pure and true. Gospel reggae worship points to you. Joy forever, full and free. Joy eternal, living in me. Here our laughter mixes tears. Here our songs don't always last, but there a song will rise in us, unbroken, strong and vast. No fear of ending moments, no shadow of goodbye. Yeah. Only endless days of glory.
The second person I want to shout out to is Chris Mutesia from Kenya. Chris Mutesia. We did believe one or two episodes together, and so I shout out to him for coming out, and he has also played a critical role also in establishing this podcast and obviously sharing ideas and exchanging ideas. So Chris, I shout out to you while you are right here in Michigan, Grand Rapids. So shout out to you. God bless you. God bless you. And thank you for continued encouragement. Thank you for continued support of this channel. Chris, thank you so much.
In the presence of the Most High, forever by His grace. Christian reggae worship finds its place. Joy forever, overflow. Joy eternal, we will know. If you're waiting, joy is coming. If you're hurting, joy eternal, joy divine, in His presence all the time. When we stand in His sight, joy will rise. Endless life. There is joy that never ends, and by His grace, Christian reggae worship keeps our faith. There is joy that never ends. Now we see what we hope for eternally. Forever.
Also, I shout out the other person I shout out to is Davis Russell. David Russell. David Russell from the Congo. Second person from the Congo. David is one of the guys who will talk to you about politics all day long. So shout out to him. Shout out to David Russell for coming to this show. So David Russell, we live in Iowa, state of the Iowa. Thank you for coming out
If your heart is heavy,
to the show.
if you're hurting, He will heal. No more tears. He is
The other person I want to shout out to is Mr. Taro.
perfect love.
He's from Liberia. Thank you for coming out and teaching us about academia or academics in the United States, and especially when it comes to like teaching as an African in United States. So thank you, Taro, or T as I like to call him in short form. Frida says he is watching from Eldoret, Kenya. Thank you, Frida, for tuning in. The other person I want to shout out is Madame Dondo. Madame Dondo from Muli Children's Family, Kenya. Yes. That's my older sister right there. She came in and gave us an encouragement, talked to us about the good work that is happening at Muli Children's Family and the work they are doing there to help all the marginalized kids, young people, their ministry of rescuing the destitute, those who are poverty-stricken in Kenya, in Uganda, Tanzania, so the broader East Africa. So Muli Children's Family, that is your home, and they have helped a lot of kids, I included. I went through the Muli Children's Family program, and they sponsored me to come to the United States to study. So I shout out to all my Muli Children's Family, and specifically to Madame Dondo for coming to the show. And obviously, how can I forget my dad, Daddy Charles Muli? He has done tremendous job. My dad, he basically gave up a lot of wealth. You know, if you talk about like sacrificing, you talk about living out the gospel in real, he basically gave up all his wealth. For those who don't know the story of Dr. Charles Muli, he was once a wealthy man in East Africa, very wealthy. He owned buses, bus companies, that will ferry people from Eldoret to Nairobi and back. He used to distribute, oil and gas in East Africa, and he owned a lot of properties. So from long time ago, he'll be doing business across the continents, in New York and other parts of the globe. So he was very, very wealthy, and the Lord called him. He called him to engage in the ministry of rescuing young people who are in need in Kenya. It is an amazing story. Everybody should try to learn about his story. He produced a movie called the Father to the Fatherless, Muli movie, and he narrates his story from the very beginning, from the very beginning all the way to when he got called. That story is amazing, and I am a product of it. I'm telling you, the impact that people can make to the world
finally resting in the safety.
when they decide to listen to their creator.
Every promise, every word you ever said. Now
Some people can say it's impossible, but it is possible. MCF Muli Children's Family is a living testimony.
I'm
Daddy Muli is a living testimony.
just
If you try to visit that place, you will never believe that that place exists in Kenya.
as you declare, hold my land, safe and free, prosperity.
I know we're not supposed to be talking about Muli Children's Family, but now that it came up, I gotta talk about it because people got to know what is happening there, right?
Hell is weak.
Shout out to John Kamau for watching, and Sammy, thank you for the support.
We walked through faith and way.
Don't mind about my mug, my cup. See, I visited once Texas, Houston, Texas, and I thought this was funny. It says, Houston, we don't dial 911. Very interesting cup. So every time I visit a city, I buy a mug as a remembrance. So reminds me where I've traveled around. But anyway, let's go back to quickly about the Muli Children's Family. They have helped more than, I have to believe, more than 25,000 children of individuals. And they have sponsored a lot of people to travel abroad. Australia, speak of Canada, United States. We have a ton of people in Germany. So their impact is crossing the borders. You may ask what are some of the impact. I can tell you that there is they produce all kind of professionals, from engineers to computer scientists, doctors, to construction. What can I call them? Engineers. You know, if you want like a house design, they have people for that. Which I think is really, really awesome. So again, it's another impact of what happens when an individual chooses to use their resources for the good of the society. And I think each individual can do that to the ability that you are in whatever community you are living in. You can make an impact. It could be in small ways like volunteering, right? Volunteering to an organization that need help. I know here in the United States we have what we call them community kitchen, where they feed the people who are maybe homeless or do not have enough to eat. So those are opportunities that you can impact your community, right? You can impact your community by also supporting, local businesses. Like today, I will be visiting one of the businesses that is owned by an individual from the Congo, I believe, Congo or Rwanda, one of those two nations, right? And I will be looking at what they are selling there. I'm pretty sure you can find Kenyan tea in that place. You can find matoke probably, I don't know if they're from Uganda but if you're Uganda, you probably can find matoke there, right? Plantain, you know. So today I will be visiting and I will be bringing you guys a video on that. So that's one way of me to contribute back to giving to the society. And I'm curious, in what ways are you doing to give back to the community? All right, let's go back. I want to shout out to Irene Winesa from Uganda to Kenya. Irene she got a testimony, I'm telling you. She's a strong woman. She came on and shared one of the most touching stories. Talk about the strength of a woman. This woman is very strong. What she has endured, what she has been able to overcome, man, is inspirational. It's inspirational. Hopefully my music is not too loud, but so if you have not watched that episode, and especially if you struggle with mental health, you need to watch that episode that I did with Irene Winesa. She touches on different things, how to overcome, the ways to cope. And so that episode is a must-watch episode. So thank you, Irene from Uganda. So Kenya, she has lived both in Uganda, born in Uganda, but lived part of her life in Kenya. And she has really, really good insights about life in general. So a must-watch episode. Let's also give a shout out to Dr. Ruben Kigame. Dr. Ruben Kigame has appeared or featured in my show at least twice, at the minimum, I'll say. Dr. Ruben is one of the intelligent people, most intelligent people, you know, I've met or talked to. So, and he is also very, very talented when it comes to music. He is very talented. He has produced more than 34 albums, gospel music. So, what else? Mr. Ruben, he has also, one of the amazing things that I got to learn was his music. His music, a lot of doctors in Kenya or some areas in East Africa, they will play his music in the background while, especially surgeons, will play his music in the background while they are doing surgeries. That's how awesome that is. They play his music in the background, or people will just request, while you are doing this surgery, can you play this song from Mr. Ruben Kigame in the background? Let's see, what is another truth about Mr. Ruben Kigame? Mr. Ruben Kigame, he is one of the people who have achieved great heights, not just in music, but also academic. This man, he has PhD PhD, and when he was finishing up his PhD, part of it he was here in the United States, and I got to hang out with him and got to know him. And this man, I'm telling you, he is brilliant. Talk about overcoming disability. Mr. Reuben Kigame is blind. He cannot see, I'm telling you, he cannot see. But he has PhD. He has been able to overcome all the odds, I'm telling you. So if you're out there and you think that you are disadvantaged, are you disadvantaged to the extent that he is? Yet he overcame all of that academically, in terms of music. You know, this man knows no limit. I'm telling you, right now he's also vying to be the president of Kenya come 2027. Right? So, being an icon in the music gospel industry, achieving academics, earning a PhD, man, he's going even higher. He wants to be the president of Kenya. You know, one of the things that he says is his ability not to see is a blessing, because the many presidents in Kenya, they have eyes, but all they see is the money they can grab. It's the land they can grab. So you can be guaranteed that Mr. Reuben doesn't have the eyes to see, but he has endured a lot of rejection. He has endured a lot of disadvantage like any common Kenyan. And so he understands the pain of Kenyans. He's not one of the elites. He's just a common Kenyan. So he knows, you know, our struggles, because he has gone through the struggles, right? So he has good intentions. I'm not trying to get political, but this is him, right? This is him. He's the man of people. You know, above all, you know, when people vie for presidency, a lot of them, especially in the last time, they were talking about how they are godly people. The question is, if you look back, can you track that? For Mr. Reuben, you can. He has been serving. So if you have ability to vote, consider him. Go to his page, learn about his manifesto and what he is championing for. Right? So that's Mr. Reuben Kigame. Thank you for coming to the show, and I look forward to having you again and again, because I cannot get enough of your wisdom. And before we leave from there, from Mr. Reuben Kigame, one more thing I'll mention. If you participate in any form of Christian worship music or Christian band, and you need any advice when it comes to how you can do better in your music, how you can impact more people spiritually with the music, he is a good person to consult with. He will be a resource. Definitely. All right, let's move on. Somebody else I want to give a shout out to is who was featured in this show, Msafiri podcast, is Dr. John Mondi. Dr. John Mondi, he has been an active participant into this show, very encouraging. And when he came on, we discussed one of the topics that I believe once you get to a particular age, you gotta learn about these things. And that thing is, what do you call it? midlife crisis. Midlife crisis. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Midlife crisis. Midlife crisis. Man, what is midlife crisis? Watch that show. You'll be able to learn what is midlife crisis. Midlife crisis can affect both women and men, but it seems to be very strong in men. So if you are a man, you gotta watch that. It's in audio form, but you can find it still on YouTube. So go listen. Midlife crisis makes people make decisions. Sometimes you look back and say, wow, why did I do that? What happened? What was I thinking? So if you want to learn more about midlife crisis, go watch that episode I did with Dr. Mondi. Let's see. The next person I want to give shout out who came to the show is Clementine Skiri. The Clementine is from Rwanda. This is another strong woman, a woman of God, a woman who has also endured difficult seasons in her life. Talk about strength. Again, her story is inspirational. Right now, she is a working professional to help people, counseling people. I believe in social work. She works in schools, giving back again to the community. Amazing, amazing. So, thank you, Clementine, for coming to the show. And I look forward to having you again. All right, who else came to the show? Who else do we need to shout out to? We are going to Zimbabwe. And this is Dr. Shingi Mafima. And dear brother, this man is amazing. Shigi is an amazing individual. Is an individual who is always filled with joy, right? No hard feelings. He's there to have a good time with you, with the community. Shigi is a professor to some school, I believe in somewhere in Ohio. I'm trying to remember where in Ohio. The city is running away from me. But I know it's a city not far away from Detroit. I used to go there quite a bit. Maybe I'll remember. But Shigi has written 2 books. He has written 2 books. One of the books that I have is The Leak. And that book is available in Amazon. So, if you're a reader msomaji wa vitabu, that would be a book to go check out. He has also written another book. Let me look the topic for it so I don't lie to you. The other book is called Pashena, The Dirt Field. Pashena. So it's available in Amazon, only $15. The leak it's only available for $7.99, you know. And I also see here also as a planner. It's called Zim Dance Hall Weekly Planner 2026. So this 2026, if you want a planner, there's one that is customed. Looks like it probably custom with African style or something like that. So check out if you're a person who likes to plan on, you know, pen and paper. It's available for $10 in Amazon again. And this is Shige, you know, another fellow African brother doing amazing things right here in Michigan. So not in Michigan, but in Ohio. But he travels a lot to Grand Rapids here to work with and partner with the Glimpse of Africa. So shout out to Shige from Zimbabwe. The other person I want to shout out to before I finish this live is I have a couple more people here. Is Matendo. Matendo is from Congo as well. So it looks like Congolese have been like huge supporters of this channel. And I really appreciate you guys. Big support from Congo. Big support from Congo. They are dominating this podcast. So big shout out to all Congolese in the city here. Thank you for the support. You guys are courageous. You know, not everybody wants to be in front of camera. Not everybody wants to be in the social media. Right? You guys have said we'll do it. So thank you. Matendo, he has done great things. He's a father and he is a U.S. Marine. You know, this man, if it was one of the hardest training you can ever receive for any military training, this is one of them, is being a U.S. Marine. It's one of the, shall I say, elite groups. This man went through it. He did not quit. He finished. So congratulations, man. He is a leader. I am proud of him. Thank you for coming to the show and telling us about what it takes to endure the U.S. Marines boot camp. Thank you so much, Matendo. This month being a Black History Month, last year I hosted Rukia and Regina. They're both African American ladies. They like to call Rukia likes to call herself, she's an Hebrew. And Regina, she's a Black American. But that aside, these ladies brought really insightful points into the conversations. I do not want to give out the details here, but you can watch the podcast and see what was their take on the Black History Month, right? The question was, is it serving its need? So if you want to know what the answer is from them, please go watch that episode with Rukia and Regina. Amazing ladies. Thank you for coming to the show. And I look forward, I believe I should be hosting Regina again to discuss a book. Yes, Regina has written a book, so I'm excited to have her back in the show. And the other person I want to shout out to, so that is Rukia and Regina. They represent the USA. And the next person I want to shout out for coming to the show is Malcolm. My brother Malcolm. Some people call him Machaji and Manyonyos. I don't know about that, but I call him by Malcolm. So Malcolm is like a comedian, you know, by nature. This man will make you laugh. This man will make you have a good time, right? Whenever he shows up in every settings, he changes the mood, right? He completely changes the atmosphere. This man is a man of people, right? He's people's guy. Malcolm has a YouTube channel. What is this? Let's look and see what is this channel's name, so I do not lie. I want to believe it's called Malcolm TV, right? But let me confirm. Yes, Malcolm here. His channel inaitwa Ustake Jua na Malcolm. So if you want to hear stories about, maisha yake, how he navigated his life in Kenya, I end up in somewhere, I don't know if it's kama ilikuwa ni Saudi ama ilikuwa ni Dubai, and how life was there, kufanya kazi huko. He was doing at the airport. I think it was in Qatar, right? One of those countries. It's fun. Malcolm knows how to tell stories. I'm telling you, Malcolm knows how to tell stories. I need to read his book on how to tell stories. Huwezi ukaboeka. This man is doing amazing. So shouting out to Malcolm. Malcolm came to the show, and we discussed on many things. So he is also on TikTok, Instagram. He is a big influencer. He has a huge following. So if you have not followed Malcolm, please check out his YouTube account. He has quite a bit of videos that are very entertaining. I would say that you will not be bored. He's one of the men who has not been shy from sharing what he's doing, in his trucking business. And he's doing amazing things. So if you want to learn about trucking, you want to learn about the life of a trucker here in the United States, you will have to follow Malcolm. And not only will you get knowledge, but also you will be fully entertained. From following him, I also know he gives a lot of updates on what's going on around the world, especially in Kenya. So if you want to get like news in a way that is full of humor, full of, comedy in it, you will need to check out and follow Malcolm. Again, his channel is Ustake Jua na Malcolm. The other person I want to shout out to is John, my brother John. John came to the United States not long time ago, probably the last 2-3 years. And with John, I partly inspired me to start this channel. So thank you, brother John. John came here and I hosted him for some time as he transitions here. And for those who are planning to come abroad, it's important that you know somebody who is already abroad. I'm telling you, it helps a lot. You will benefit a lot from knowing somebody here already. They will show you the ropes, right? Where to get your first car, ama gari yako ya kwanza. They give you tips on how to find your first job. They will help you or introduce you to the community of fellow Africans. And it can be a difference maker, right? It can be a difference maker because they are able to direct you where you can get resources, faster than you can do by yourself. We'll not have to struggle or to go through some of the hoops because they already know the ropes. So, personally, where I stand, I discourage people from isolating themselves from the community because you can learn a lot from the community. And your progress here in the United States or wherever you are can be much easier, right? Especially if you're coming straight from Africa. And, a lot of people don't know how to drive, and you're coming, you don't know how to drive. But guess what? It's the Africa community that will help you learn how to drive, and maybe help you also get your first car. Speaking of coming to America and learning how to drive, I have to shout out to my friend, Victor Kanye, all the way from Pokot. It's a gentleman that I met at Hope College. And guess what? He used to own, I can't remember the model of the car, but it was like those two-door cars. It was red in color. And that's the first car he introduced me how to drive. So he told me how to drive, right? He would take me around the city driving until I was comfortable, right? And how did I find my first job in college? Shout out to my friend Felix. He was also a student at Hope College at the time. And he connected me with a job. I started hunting. Right? I started fixing cars. I was working at a garage. A repair shop, but it was specifically for the college. So he found me my first job. This is the advantage of connecting with people when you come to the United States. Connect with the community. They will show you where to get your first job. They will help you know how to drive, to get your driver's license. And I think those things are key because life is different in the United States, right? We do not have matatus that are reliable. There are no borders here, right? So you have to be as independent as soon as possible. Because again, you cannot be in...
Well, if you've been around for over a year,
cannot be dependent on individual for too long. So you gotta get to be independent as soon as possible, and the community will help you with that. Let's change some music here and play something different here. Yeah, I like this channel. All right, let's see. Yes, so don't isolate yourself. I really encourage people, don't isolate yourself. At least in the first 1 year, 2 years, don't isolate yourself. Connect with people, connect with your community, learn where the resources are, get help from people. And then after that, now you can make your decision if you want to continue, be connected to the community, or you want to go on your own. Because there are advantages of being connected to a community. And there are times people have to isolate themselves for some time to rediscover themselves. And when that time comes, it's also okay to do that, right? You isolate, reconnect, rediscover yourself. And then, be a better person right here in this nation, far away from home. Let's see, what is the other advantage of being connected to the community? I'm telling you, things can happen really quick in the United States. Na a lot of times here wazungu watakuja kukusaidia. And I'll give you an example. Kama kuna mtu nyumbani amegonjeka, mtu amefariki, utapata hakuna mtu atakuja kusaidia, at least mzungu. But wa Kenya, watu kutoka Afrika watakusanyika. Sasa natumia Kiswahili kwa sababu tuongee lugha ya nyumbani sasa. Kama umepoteza mtu, right? Either hapa ama nyumbani, the African community will gather together na watakukusaidia in one way or another. Either watacontribute, wachange, either wakutume nyumbani uende, ama kama utaenda bado watachanga. Hata kama mtu atakutumia $50 kwa Cash App, $20, $10, $100 pale, inasaidianga bwana. In addition to that, at least I know in the Kenyan community, people also select a day through the African Community Fellowship Church, alafu wanakusanyika kwa nyumba ama somewhere, wanakuombea, wanaku-encourage, they grieve with you, and I think that is very important. But kama umeji-isolate, watu hawakujui, then that cannot happen. Kama umeconnect na wazungu tu peke yao, some people like to do that. Alafu utaenda pale useme, aya, watu wangu, my mama amengojeka, dada amengojeka, nahitaji msaada. Nasema like, either ni mgonjwa ama kumefanyika hivi. The first thing watakuuliza, kwani hao watu hawana insurance, right? That will be the first thing watakuuliza, kwani hawana insurance, hawana health insurance. Hata maybe watakuuliza hawana death insurance, right? But Waafrika wanaelewa, like literally wanaelewa. So it's your call to make, right? Kama unataka connect with the community, ama you don't. But also knowing that hakuna community perfect, right? You connect with a community, you know that there's not a community that is perfect. So if you are looking for perfection, enda mbinguni, because that's where you find perfection. But communities have its own flaws, every community. So kama ni masengenyo, backbiting, vitu kama hizo, those things exist in every society. So if those things would trigger you, then I think you need to grow a thicker skin so that you can still, be connected to the community. I think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, right? So that is it about the people who might be planning to come to United States, particularly here. Joseph Kasi is watching from Kenya. That is another brother from MCF Mulichumen's family, where Kasi alijaribu kunifunza piano back then, those many years, but I wasn't getting it. But brother tried. This man can play piano, I'm telling you. Akishika piano hivi, keyboard, hey, this man is gifted. And pia ame also njifunza guitar, and he's really good at it. That is Joseph Kasi, all the way watching from Kenya. Man, very talented and a very generous person. Thank you, Kasi. And Paul, to disappoint you that I wasn't getting the piano as fast as I should have. But one thing I can promise you, I've continued to playing guitar. I still playing guitar and I love playing guitar. So asanteni sana. Asante sana Cass Joseph Cassie. But there are some people who want to come to America. Kuja America. There's a program that I see a lot of people use. It's called I think Kenya Airlift or Airlift Kenya, something like that. You choose a program, mostly ni tech, na unakuja. A lot of people nimeona wamekuja huku wako na cyber security, wanafanya cyber security, wengine wanafanya IT, data science is very common. But the interesting imekuwa that actually mtu unaweza kuwa ulifanya something in undergrad in Kenya, umefanya human resource ama umefanya something like accounting, but it doesn't seem to affect the ability kukuja huku kufanya kitu kama cyber security ama any IT course, data science, those courses. I've talked to a couple people wenye waniambia the other grants walifanya finance ama walifanya accounting, but wamekuja huku kufanya data science, so it is possible. And I live not far away from Grand Valley, so I get to interact with those people quite a bit. Na the advantage yenye watu wako nayo is there's a community there already. There's a lot of Kenyans and African students in Grand Valley, so there's already a good community. So ukikuja unapata there's already brothers and sisters wako mbele yako, so hata ukistruggle na hiyo coding, at least uko na watu wanaweza kuambia, hey, this is how niliweza kumanage ku overcome this particular class. So that's that about those people who have wameenda shule, wame graduate from undergrad in Kenya or somewhere else, look for programs to advance studies in the United States is one of the easy ways ya kukuja huku. I know there's a cost to it, but it is worth trying and giving it a shot, right? Thanks Patricia kwa kujoin. Huyo alinilea nikiwa mdogo bwana. Wana nilikuwa huko, sijui nilikuwa class gani, sijui nilikuwa ni class 2 ama ni class 5 ama ni class 6. But hizo enzi nikiwa mtoi, when I was a troublemaker. I used to be a troublemaker, I'm telling you. So bado namuitanga mama. This is my oldest brother's wife. So asante sana Patricia kwa kukua a role model, kukua our mom. And yes, you have been amazing, and pray that God blesses you abundantly. And she is watching from Kenya. Shout out to Wairimo also for watching. Right here, I get to see her every Sunday or most of the Sundays, so that's such a blessing. She's a joyous woman, a woman of God. And thank you, Sammy Mwambi, also for watching. Sammy is this is one of the English terms that I struggle to say. Is it like a realtor? Yes, kuuza manyumba. So he is serving the African community kwa kuuza manyumba. So if you want to buy a house or you want to sell a house, Sammy Mwambi is the guy to go. He also has a YouTube channel, I believe. YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram. You can find him there and you see all his posting about the available houses that you can buy. I'm telling you, he is an inspiration. He is ensuring that people understand what it means to buy a house right here in America. So check him out. And Sammy Mwambi, continue doing what you are doing. And we are benefiting from your knowledge. So asante sana. So one of the challenges that Mr. Ruben, I talked about Mr. Ruben before, he challenged me was, Isika, you need to start a radio station or radio channel. I was like, Mr. Ruben, I don't know how to do that. What, you know, how will I do? Will I need licenses? Will I need all this other stuff? Or how do I go about it? So this live is me testing out also, can I actually sustain a conversation, right? Again, my background is in engineering. I have never gone to a media school, so mimi ni kurutu when it comes to social media, but we fake it until we make it. Right? We fake it until we make it. Let's see kaa kuna mtu tumesahau hapa. All right. Yeah, we can ask bado kuna there's small people here we can shout out to. Let's start with my once pastor and always my pastor from back then ilikuwa college, Pastor Jonathan Brownson. He is an inspiration. He loves the Lord, and his story is inspiring after losing his wife from cancer and how he has been able to manage to overcome that. So if you want to learn about Vile Aliweza, how he managed to overcome that and how he's dealing with that, be left behind by a person that he loved, check out that episode called Caring for Jeanette. His wife is Jeanette. So check out that episode and learn how he was able to overcome, or how he was able to deal with that. He also gave us one of the things that he said that stood out to me was, I asked him, what can believers or Christians learn about from his experience? And he said when his wife was receiving chemotherapy, they had some sort of like a newsletter or like a group that they would send out prayer requests. And one of the things that he said is when we ask people to pray for us, is actually we give them an opportunity, you know, we give them an opportunity to go to the Lord in prayer. So the idea is, it's a good thing to ask for prayers, right? It's a good thing to ask for prayers. It gives people an opportunity actually to go before God, like kwenda mbele za Mungu. So thank you, Pastor Jonathan. The other person I want also to shout out before I end this live is let's see here. Is Jen and her mom Milka. Now, talking of courage, this is ni watu wawili. They came, daughter and mother, and they were looking like, how was their relationship when she was growing up? It turns out that Jen is one of those people who macho yao ilifunguka kitambo, right? She was not an ordinary kid, right? She would question things about the society, how they are being raised, right? And the things that sometimes parents are saying or doing, right? I can give you an example. Walinipea was one time, you know, like venye wazazi, like African parents wanapenda kuchapa, right? Mtoto amekosa. Very common, right? Very common. Mi sijui ameni kuchapwa zimechapwa, zilikuwa nyingi sana, lakini mi nilikuwa mchokozi, so I deserved it. Kama sio hiyo kuchapwa bwana, mi sijui ningekuwa wapi. So spare the rod, spoil the kid. I was one of these. The road, right, saved me. Lakini my mama hakuwa na mchezo wewe. Kwanza kukuchuna ulikuwa unachuna hiyo matako Mimi niko na scars kwa matako. Zote ni za mimi kufanya uchokozi na nini na nini after nini. My mama alikuwa anakuacha kwanza unakula dinner, right? Unafikiria amesahau. Baada wewe umeshiba. There was a gap between umeshiba na bedtime. Hapo ndio music will start. Hapo ndio muziki inaanza. Umeshiba, good. Sasa mama unajua like at first in the beginning mnapika wewe umekaa pale kwa veranda hivi unajua uliacha ng'ombe na mbuzi wakaingia kwa shamba ya jirani. So mama amekutetesha kidogo. Unadhani amesahau, so back to naongopa so unakaa huko. Lakini chakula imeiva, so nini unapakuliwa yako unawekewa. Unasema mama ako in good mood. Oh my Lord. I don't know why she did this way. But alikuwa nakuacha unashiba kwanza. Unakula unashiba vizuri. As a kid, I don't know. I guess my mind was limited to that. Umeshiba umekula vizuri. Unafikiria amesahau. I'm telling you I was wrong. Nilikuwa sasa nashikwa bwana. Ile kuchuna unachunwa na tena nini ile mwiko ile ya kukoroga ugali hiyo. Hiyo ndio inakuwa fimbo, so unawekelewa vizuri. And I don't know what was wrong with my mind. I got in trouble so many times. Like unafikiria nitasikia and like nimesikia. The next day nimeenda kuchunga ng'ombe na mbuzi, nimeanza kucheza nini football. Tunaanza kucheza michezo mingine na watoto wengine huko. Ama tunaenda kwa river, tunaanza kuswim. Tunaachilia tu ng'ombe wanaenda kwa jirani. Me, I don't know. Yo kusahau. I don't know about it. But I guess, you know, so I got a lot of it. And as I said, me, kama singepewa hivyo, I think I would not have turned out really well. I used to be very, very rude. But nimechange. Hata watu wenye wanajua sahi wanajua nimechange. I'm the most humble man. Right? You can never meet. Enye unaweza patana nao. So, hiyo kiboko bwana saa ingine usaidia bwana. The only kiboko yenye si approve ni ile ya shule. Hiyo shule ile? Hapana. Walimu. Hiyo yao ilikuwa excess. Hiyo mimi saa ingine hata nafikiria hivi nasema that ilikuwa beyond love and correction, I'm telling you. Ni asubuhi na mapema umeamka saa 12, kuna njeve, kuna baridi. Waenda shule, unapata mwalimu alifika hapo, sijui mwalimu alilala shule ama what happened. Ni wote mmesimamishwa kwa gate. Mko kwa mangoti. Na ile vijiti hiyo mwalimu akonazo na kuna wale, there was always those students. Mwalimu I don't know what's wrong with these students. Mwenye mwalimu alikuwa anawaambia kesho nilete viboko. Alafu sio wanaenda kwa msituni wanatafuta zile viboko zenye kwa zile miti yenye hata ukichapa mtu aje hiyo mti haifunjikangi. Unajua venye mti inakuanga na kishimo pale ndani kinapita. I guess hiyo ndio inapitisha chakula ya mti. So hiyo kijiti, in some of these vijiti, hiyo kashimo kalikuwa kadogo ama even like the sap used to be almost none. So hiyo kitu kuvunjika ni ngumu. Na watoto walikuwa wanaletea huyo mwalimu hizo vijiti bwana. I'm telling you, unawekelewa viboko kwa mgongo. Saa zingine wanakuchapa huku kwa vidole na ni asubuhi kuna baridi. Saa hizo I'm telling you inauma. Like umechapwa kwa vidole kwa mgongo, you know, in your butt, whatever. Hiyo kitu inauma for the next 2 hours. Sasa hiyo like uko maybe 9, uko 8 years old, uko 7 years old. Kama umeenda sana uko 12, right? alafu unapewa kuchapwa kichapo ya umbwa. That's what I'll call it. Kichapo ya umbwa. Man, people need to be fair, walimu bwana. Kama kuchapwa nini shule Kenya bado inaendelea, that got to stop, man. That's also one of the things I don't appreciate kabisa. That was hata hiyo ingenifanya niache shule bwana. And I know there are people wenye waliacha shule juu ya hiyo kuchapwa na walimu. So the teachers in Kenya, man, reduce it. Take it a notch down, man. That was bad. Yeah, hapa United States walimu hawachapi hawachapi watoto. Ukichapa mtoto hapa utaenda jela. There are protocols hapa, which I appreciate. Because ile kichapo ya mbwa ya Kenya hiyo, man. That one I don't approve. Like ile ya mate kule nyuma kule nyumbani, I mean. Sorry. That one moms, do your thing, because wazazi they do it in love. Mama anajua ile uchungu alipitia, so they want you to succeed. So ataka watoto wao wa succeed, so hiyo definitely I approve. Lakini ile ya shule hiyo no. Mi nikakuwa Kenya, mwalimu achape mtoto wangu hivyo, I'll go fight them. Naenda kupigana nao. Hapana. Niliona mtoto mmoja amlichapwa, kijiti alichapa macho. Like kijiti kaingia kwa macho yake. They had to be, sijui walifanywa surgery kutolewa hiyo kijiti. Like some of these people go to that extent. Oh man, looks like I need to charge my phone. My phone is dying. So let's do that right now. Let's plug in my phone. So anyway, walimu wa Kenya, reduce it. Take it a notch down or two. All right, who else are we shouting out here? Wamekuja kwa show. The other person here I'll say is Juguna. Juguna came on the show not long time ago, and he was sharing about what it means to be raised by a Kenyan mother. No, a Kenyan father and American mother. Mom was born in America, Black American, Hebrew, and dad amezaliwa pande za Kenya. Those are two different, cultures, upbringing, and how it was like growing in that environment. So thank you for coming out, Juguna, and sharing your experience. So if you're in the same kind of situation, grew up here, but parents were born in Kenya, or one of the parents was born in Kenya, check out that episode. Uone what his experience was, right? Let's see. So that's Juguna. Let's see what else we need to shout out to before we finish this section. we have somebody else. I think there's someone else. The other person, how can I forget her? How can I forget her? How? This is Myver. Myver is another comedian. Very close to Malcolm, right? Myver, she came into the show and shared about how she was able to get married in a very short time, how it all happened, and when we're speaking about community, how the community was involved. So Myver, she is fun, she is entertaining, and it's worth checking that episode. See how listen about her story and how she managed to get married in a very short period of a time. So that is Myver. The other person is, I want to shout out for coming out to the show, is Brian Jenga. Jenga, thank you for coming to the show. That was about the time that Pope Francis passed on, and we were able to discuss his legacy, talked about other African cultures, and so it was a good conversation. Take that conversation out as well. Yes, and I think that's pretty much about it. I think I've covered everybody. As I've covered about everybody. So shout out to these friends of mine who came to the show. This show is also open to people coming in the future. I am looking for people to discuss different topics. And we also have Samson Zioka from Kenya. We went to school Pamoja High School in Moli Children's Family. So Samson Musyoki owns, I just call him Zioka, I believe. Asante for watching. Again, thank you for tuning in. Yes, so we'll be always looking for people to bring their stories to the show. And doesn't matter you have like United States, you could be in somewhere else. Even you could also be in Kenya, but you have a story that can relate. Maybe you've moved back to Kenya, or you would like to come to the United States or travel abroad in general, and you can tell us about how you are preparing, how are you getting ready to transition. If you have recently moved to a place somewhere else outside your country of birth, you can come on and tell us how your experience was and how life is in your new environment. So I know we'll be bringing some people in. We'll be doing a show with Lily doing real estate in Dubai. And we'll talk about how you as an African can invest in Dubai real estate. They'll be explaining the steps or the procedures that you have to take in order to be able to do that. So that conversation will be happening. I have people in Germany, right? I would love to host you as well. We can do like a webcam, online, and let's hear about your experiences in Europe. And if you are in other places that I've not mentioned, we'd love to have you as well. This is people's podcast, and it is supported by you guys by watching, by commenting. Please, if you have not followed me on any social media, Facebook, please follow. YouTube, subscribe. Instagram, follow. And we have those who are in TikTok. I left TikTok because, again, TikTok changed its privacy laws. And so I deactivated my account, so you cannot find me on TikTok anymore. But there's a new app called Upscrolled. Upscrolled is the new app that is promising to protect people's privacy, and I am there. So Upscrolled, it's where you'll find me. I'll be posting there, and it is not a censored platform, so it's a place to switch to. I will also be hosting somebody from Ethiopia for the first time soon, and they will be telling us their life before coming to United States in Ethiopia, and how their life is, how they made it to United States, and how life has been in the United States.
Can now build a website in 90 seconds, while the only AI most people over 40 know is ChatGPT.
And how they were able to transition to different career and what they are doing currently. So that would be a very interesting conversation to have. So check that out. When it comes out, you will be able to hear his story. It is an inspirational story, and especially for the people who want to change their careers, right? You want to change your career from something to something else, this will be a story to watch. All right, let's see. So after I finished sharing out to the different people, obviously the people are watching, thank you for tuning in. I will be trying to do this every Saturday, a longer live. But throughout the week, we'll also be doing short lives, and I will be talking about just different topics, random topics, things that I think might be helpful to different people in different scenarios, sharing my experiences in the United States. Because even though I tend to want to live my life private, but I have also a need or a want to also share and let other people learn a thing or two, right? That means me sacrificing a little bit of my privacy to be on these social media platforms doing this. As I said, I am not an expert. I've never gone to school for this, but I'll tell you what, we are faking it and we are making it slowly by slowly. And before I leave, because I have to get ready to go and do a shooting somewhere of a grocery store, which is something that will be upcoming soon, showing my friends it's grocery store here in Grand Rapids, so that you can check out what they're selling. I want to say that if you have a need, especially when it comes to streaming, if you have an event that you want to be streamed live so that your people back home can see and can watch and participate virtually, I want to open that opportunity to people for me to be able to make that happen at a reasonable cost. So if you have an event and you want it to be streamed live, I will be offering those services and take that burden off your ends for a reasonable cost. So you can support this channel. Again, the cheapest way you can support this channel is by liking, by commenting, like some of you did, by subscribing, right? And also sharing, share to people, and also turn the notification bell, that little bell. So every time I'm online, every time I post, it will send you a notification. That's the other way you can support this channel. Otherwise, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. I hope my background music is not too loud. I hope the stream has been smooth. We'll have to rewatch it afterwards to see what things I can tweak next time. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for being here with me for how long? 2 hours or 1 hour and something? I don't know. Maybe a little bit more than that. But yeah, thank you. For now, I'll say cheerio. I love you all, and God bless you. God bless this podcast and the work that we are doing here. Thank you so much for your encouragement. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for just being you, right? Just being you. So you all mean something good to the world, and your participation cannot be replaced. So live fully, take risk, and overcome fear, right? So that will be my parting words. Again, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate your presence. Until next time, I want to say bye bye, kwaheri, na mkuwe na wikendi njema. Asanteni sana. All right, bye bye for now.